Hello, before we start the video, could you please subscribe to my channel? Once upon a time, there was a poor miller who had 3 sons. When the miller died, he left his mill to the eldest son, his donkey to the middle son, and to the youngest son, all he left was a cat. The youngest son was disappointed, thinking he had been left with nothing of value. However, the cat surprised him by speaking. "Don't worry, master. Give me a bag and a pair of boots, and I'll make sure you are taken care of." The young man, though skeptical, gave the cat what he asked for. The cat, now known as Puss in Boots, put on his boots and set off to make his master's fortune. He caught rabbits and partridges, which he presented to the king as gifts from his master, the supposed Marquis of Carabas. The king was impressed and curious about this mysterious marquis. One day, Puss overheard that the king was going for a ride along the river with his daughter, the beautiful princess. Puss told his master to bathe in the river and pretend to be drowning. When the king passed by, Puss shouted for help, claiming that his master had been robbed. The king, recognizing the name Marquis of Carabas, immediately ordered his servants to rescue the young man and dressed him in fine clothes. The king invited the Marquis to join them in the royal carriage, and they rode together. Along the way, Puss ran ahead and told the workers in the fields to say that the lands belonged to the Marquis of Carabas or they would be in trouble. The workers obeyed, and when the king asked who owned the land, they all replied that it was the Marquis. Puss continued his plan, eventually outsmarting a wealthy ogre who owned a grand castle. The ogre could transform into any creature, and Puss cleverly tricked him into turning into a tiny mouse. When the ogre did so, Puss pounced and ate him. Puss then presented the castle to the king, claiming it was also part of his master's estate. Impressed by the wealth and charm of the Marquis, the king offered his daughter's hand in marriage. The youngest son, once poor, became a prince, and Puss lived in luxury by his side, never chasing mice again unless he wanted to, and so, they all lived happily ever after.